大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩《天国降临：救赎2》。好，目前停留在这个主画面哦，所以我怕读档就直接要跟着两老直接去冲去那个营地那边哦，所以还停在这边。那等一下我们就会直接开始。然后因为今天我现在录的时间是相当的晚，所以这一集的话就看节奏吧。希望我们上一次解到一半那个任务，去调查这个失踪的那个铁匠的2位学徒，还有他们马车，然后还有前面有个营地的部分，让任务后续不会太多，然后还可以留点时间让我们去找笨笨，然后看可不可以压在1个半小时内结束。不然的话，真的录完的话是真的非常晚。没办法，因为前面在爬这个漫威争锋的积分，爬到钻12吧，差一点上钻11，结果又输了一场，打了一下午到晚上，打得蛮激烈的，大概就这样。然后这个反正都在这个页面了，那就给大家看一下这个所有奖励，记得要去退取观看这个 bug 还没好，记得要去过来。OK， 好。记得要去退取观看，就是拿这个战马系列的，然后还有这个扒手套装，好像时间快结束了，所以跟大家提醒一下，因为我觉得这些东西其实在游戏前期，如果你没有花时间去扒手的话，去爬到偷东西的话，是蛮辛苦的。我是不太喜欢玩潜行，然后我也懒得在那边偷东西，然后翻口袋什么的。有一点懒，说实在，我对那个内容没有很有兴趣。不晓得，可能之后再看吧。之后这个地图没什么东西玩了，然后查一下攻略，看是不是有一些特殊东西带不走了，或者是真的要穿一身好衣装，然后才能够有些任务才有比较好的解法，可能我才会去偷吧。不然我都是想正常最迂腐的方式去解这些任务，或是最暴力的这个，大概就这样。好，我们来读档吧。好，他们就直接就冲了，你就跟着冲。这2个都不拿盾牌的，也是蛮勇猛的。老年人还这么勇。会有先有对话吗？刚看到一个穿甲，装备还不错的。
I'm sorry.
You didn't want to help us, so bugger off.
你干，这个任务就这样没有那个了，那我要读档一下。这个是12分钟前。
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
It makes no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time at the Shani, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. Just as long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
还好有独挡。
You're going to fuck with us! Do it!
What the? Bash him on the head!
You'll pay for that!
No, fuck! Yeah, don't spare him!
Right between the eyes!
Ain't had enough yet!
They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
Quiet. We'll decide what to do with you later. What about your family?
搜刮一下。
Hard times. That's why I do what I do.
So
Hey,
they won't
Henry!
pay half a groschen for you, eh?
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
B 往哪边去了？靠腰无法冲刺。哇，马屁那边也满了。OK， 可以奔跑就好。好像是不是这边？ 干，到底在哪里？哦，在那。
Everything!
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
One-on-one, yeah. But it must be clear to you that you're no match for me. Even if the noose is waiting for you, it's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me, I'll do it if there's no other way.
Fuck! Alright, I'll come with you. But you'll put a word in for me.
I might. As long as you don't try anything.
Promise me!
I won't promise you anything. Now come on. I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Samin. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
What's going to happen with that pair?
You mean Radovan's hands? We'll see. The one that ran for it, it's clear with him. The other fellow was tied up, so who knows what went down. Maybe he was innocent. Gnarly'll have a word with him, and we'll see what he tells us.
好了，为他美言几句。
Sir, Venser surrendered because I promised to put in a good word for him.
Well, it's nice that you promised him, but I'm the one who'll decide on the fate of that scum, and it's quite clear to me.
All right.
他要不要等我一下？
Could you wait a while? I'd better just check that I haven't lost anything while running around here.
All right, but make it quick. I was happy to get out of Samin for a while, but now I'm looking forward to being back at my own fireside.
哦，不错，他愿意等。乌尔斯，那他身上的装备呢？哇，这个任务这么辛苦才赚80块钱。鹿的骰子，第一颗恶魔的骰子要干嘛
？I didn't want to nick the car, honest.
看他装备看起来还不错，不到想不到我们是拿不到的，太可惜了。东西没拿吗？啊，好吧，看来没有什么东西可以拿。好吧，波罗尼亚。 我记得这边好像有东西是可以挖的，我现在也没有空，我之后自己回来挖吧。这边有盾牌。Okay.
Is that offer of a ride still open?
Sure, if you want.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vencer's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me over. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
So, you wanted to steal the cart for yourselves, but you still got caught?
I didn't want to steal anything. That was Vencer.
It was your idea. What the fuck are you talking about, blaming Benza?
You really are prize idiots. If you hadn't gone round the rocks, you could easily have got away. But I've got a big heart, so I sent the lads to give you a hand.
I told Francie it wasn't a good idea to nick it.
Bollocks. As soon as you saw the lads, you gave the horses the whip. You were holding the reins, Vencer.
You see?
While you were shouting rude insults. So you're both in it up to your necks, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realise you can't just execute me.
It depends. By rights, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily risk it and lop your head off without permission.
I see how the law is respected here.
Ha! Are you yanking my pizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
If Lord Seming's in a good mood, he'll try to find out whose idea it was.
It definitely wasn't mine.
You're such a rat, Francie.
On the other hand, when I hear you lot going on, I reckon he might not give a damn.
I'm innocent. I swear on my ma's soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Cha! Every man you could, I dragged to the gallows, swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as the driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about his soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
That's right. You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand to have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
No, Mary.
好，那他们三个屁话讲完，可以下马。不晓得任务后续还会有什么。好，趁现在赶快把东西卖一卖。好，最后回去找铁匠，还跟他回报。
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Seming's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Seming, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Seming, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down? The whole band?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Semine took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I'd know what to do with them.
Don't worry. I don't think Lord Semine will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semine's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semine is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semine. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semine wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask the Truskovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semine's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truskovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
还不错，他最后还语重心长的跟我们讲，这个不值得。 他很希望拿到那个钢铁，但他也不希望拿我们这个无辜的命去牺牲我们这个无辜的灵魂，纯洁的灵魂。好吧，看来我该睡觉存个档并重开游戏了，觉得好像还是有点掉帧。好，好，整装出发。好，那我看要录多久？没有录的很久啊，就赶快来弄这个笨笨。进应该是从热烈约夫过去吧。等一下，刚那个短途旅行，哇，那个东西后续可能我可能要自己去圣明涅，可能没有任务情报员。啊，先去想办法把笨笨找回来吧。为什么不能旅行？啊，按键刚刚卡住。好手推车的旅人，看一下，不是有卖东西。
How now, good man? You might be interested in some.
Are you going far, Goodman?
Well, define far. Enough to be apprehensive, huh? You know how it is. If you as much as stick your nose out the door these days, someone will punch it.
I see you're in no danger, though. Fully armed with bonhomie.
Yes, well, mercifully, we apothecaries haven't any enemies. Who would bite the hand that's relieving their pain, eh?
You say you're skilled in the art of healing?
Well, I'm no physician, but I do know my ointments for whatever ails you. For ulcers, salvation, beauty. Wenzel Torward, Master Apothecary, at your service. Of the famed establishment in Turnau. Hey, hey!
Where are you coming from?
I was paying my respects to my brother Oswald in Kuttenberg when I was called away on a case.
What case would that be?
Ah, well, by all accounts, it was an unsavory affair. A young girl murdered, only for her to up and bolt from the mortuary.
What? Are you serious?
Primo, she was never actually dead. Secundo, it was poison that placed her in that death-like state. Et tandem tertiam et finale. She brought it upon herself. So, as I say, it's an unsavory business when a young girl is driven out of her senses by a philandering nobleman.
Do you have anything interesting to sell?
If it's herbs you're after, or alchemy you're interested in, then you're welcome to take a look.
哦，他有卖药剂。关于口才的教科书，这本书这么贵啊？他有卖肥皂哦，他的肥皂比较便宜，看我不该商人那边买的。遗忘之水可以重置所有天赋点数，这个应该在库腾堡的应该是买得到。我其实还纳闷，想说这游戏该不会天赋点了不能够重置？果然它竟然有这个道具在，不晓得是不是前一代就有这种。好吧，看来 我这边啊，金剑花、金盏花这个是补血的。
Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
那好呛啊！买东西还被呛。哇，看来我们该上马了。
Whoa! Whoa!
哎，提早，太早了。是太早。OK。啊！哎，我们的小灰撞树了。啊，终于又回到这个当初被偷袭的地方了，这座湖旁边。不晓得笨笨找回来，他是会待在铁匠那，还是要跟着我们一起跑啊？好奇哦。
Whoa, whoa. Hmm? Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him, but you might.
哦，我操！
You don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Well, anyone can slit throats if they have the stomach for it. But a real fight with iron in hand, now that's something else entirely.
And? You think I'm afraid of you?
Well, maybe you should be. I may have lost everything, but I can still beat the shit out of you with what I've got to hand.
But I was just joking. I wasn't serious. I'd better be on my way.
If we ever meet again, you won't be leaving on your feet. Before we part ways, have you seen a dog?
A dog? No, I haven't. But when I'm out at night, laying in looking for work, I often hear wolves howling by the rocks near the pond.
我想干死他。哦，弄死了。
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison, and something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
啊，对哦，我们可以先去找这个药师。还在前面，哎，只能说中世纪的坏人很多啊，强盗很多，治安真的是蛮差的。旺旺怎么死在这？
Where is that girl dawdling?
哦，对，我们要还他人情。
Thank you once again for saving Sir Hans's life and mine. I promised I'd pay you back, and I keep my word. So please accept this token of gratitude on behalf of me and Sir Hans.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man who doesn't make promises lightly. I'll put it aside for Pavlena. And since you're here, would you help an old woman with something? It's about Pavlena.
先问他一下帕夫莱纳，但不会显得我们毫无同理心，只关心自己的事。
Has something happened?
My daughter Pavlena, remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you. But I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
再问他一下帕夫莱纳的资讯。
I wanted to ask you something else about Pavlena. Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
But what if her disappearance is connected with it? Tell me about it, good wife.
Well, we haven't always lived here in the rocks, you know. We're from Troskovitz originally.
Right. And how come you left?
Left? They threw us out. A childbirth went awry, and we were driven away by all the lies told about us.
Went awry? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm sure the good folk of Troskovitz will be only too keen to tell you.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Pavlena is young and, well, no offense, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl, and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, well, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Sameen these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks.
Take care, my friend.
酒馆内询问，向渔夫打听，看下日志。哇，渔夫也太远了。酒馆好了，这边可以直接移动过去。
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Kopanina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Kopanina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No, but there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
Oh. 这是牧羊人，靠，这么远！
quick.
Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
我觉得这任务就是故意让你去跑很远的地方，明明就是在狗就应该在这个区域内，然后呢，他叫你跑这么远，我觉得就是故意叫你跑来这边开地图视野。
I hear you have some problems with wolves.
You can say that again. Those fucking mangy beasts are eating my sheep. They take them like they were for sale at the market.
Did you notice an ordinary mutt amongst those wolves?
You know, there might have been. I didn't get a close look at them, but one seemed to be smaller and was a strange colour.
That could have been Mutt.
If I understand you, you're looking for your dog and think he might be with those wolves, right?
That's right. I'll have to find that pack to see if it's him.
I'll say, since you're already going after that pack, would you mind doing a good deed? If you kill those furry fuckers, there'll be a reward in it for you.
Why not? I can kill 2 birds with the 1 stone.
That's great. It'll be well worth your while.
I hope so. Where can I find that wolf pack?
I was grazing my sheep up on the slope last time, by the forked birch, and those monsters learned to go there. I don't take my sheep there anymore, but those fuckers still go sniffing around over there.
So we'll bring your flock up there again and wait and see if they come.
Are you fucking mad? I don't want to lose any more sheep. I think you just need some bait.
Not even 1 single sheep? I promise I'll look after it.
Well, I could lend you Ignatius. He's the stupidest ram I've ever seen. Or the brightest. Depends on how you look at it.
What do you mean? Can he do somersaults? Does he know how to count?
That'll be all I need. The only thing that little devil knows how to do is piss me off. When I want him to move, he sits still. When I want him to sit still, he fucks off to where I can't find him.
I know people like that.
Right. But you can tell a person to fuck off. But when it's a sheep, you're wasting your breath. And on top of that, you have to take good care of him.
So I'll take Ignatius and use him as bait?
Right. But he's so stupid he's smart. I'm certain he'll come back to me.
All right. I'll take Ignatius and go and have a look around that forked birch. Will he come with me, or will I have to lead him up somehow?
That bugger will follow you himself. Just wave a carrot in front of his face. He's mad for carrots. I can't even count the times he's rammed his way into my house to get some. I happen to have one here. If you take it with you, he'll follow you around like a loyal dog. When you get to the pasture, just throw the carrot and then go and hide. Ignatius will stay there.
Where can I hide there?
There's a thicket across the road. But don't worry. If the wolves go after the sheep, they won't notice you. But you'll hear them from far away as they get closer. I don't know anything more horrifying than the sound of their damned howling. See you soon, my friend.
哦，在这边啊。我会跑这么远吗？快，伊娜爵是哪一只？哦，就是你了。
How are you, Ignatius?
Ah,
Sorry.
I thought now that we're partners, you'd be a bit more talkative.
Bah.
Why do they call you Ignatius?
Bah.
All right. Keep it to yourself. Don't you think we've been chatting long enough?
Bah.
I'm glad. Let's go and get this over with.
啊，好，看来他会自己跟着。我靠，我不能离他太远。
Do you want to go back home? You must be afraid. My, you aren't afraid of anything. I respect that. Forked birch. I think I've found the spot. Well, Ignatius, I'll put your snack right here. Now, come and eat it up. Once you see a wolf, just out loud, and then run away. All right? I'll be hiding in the bushes, and we'll jump out to save you in time. Heel. Lie down. Right. You won't do anything without a carrot.
哎，好像还是，不过还在我身上吗？
They're coming.
哦，他还在跑啊！他是装死吧？刚刚看那狼都没有咬到他。好像死了欸。哇，狗肉！我的天哪！那他怎么还会折回来？哦，他根本没被贴到，他竟然被咬死了。 另外那只 该死啊！好烦啊，这两只狼。干！要完成这个任务吗？没有杀死狼群，然后还害那个死掉。那他们两个为什么咬一咬就跑掉了？很拖台前呢。这是兔子，另外一只应该流血到死了吧？好吧，伊纳爵，RIP 伊纳爵。他不要跳，要我赔钱吗？
Whoa, whoa. Greetings. You look awful, lad.
I'm back because of those wolves of yours.
Ah, I'm glad to see you alive and healthy. How did it go?
You don't need to worry about them anymore.
You don't say. What a relief it is to hear that. Here's something for your help, just like I promised.
I didn't find my dog among them.
Did you try to ask our gamekeeper? He might be a drunk, but he'd probably notice a stray dog in the woods. He doesn't live far away. Down the hill here along the road. Right on the rock above the pond.
I wanted to tell you something about Ignatius.
Did something happen to him?
How should I put this? The wolves were faster.
Poor creature. I thought I'd be glad to get rid of him, but... Actually, I feel sorry for him. Did he suffer much?
It was quick. The wolf jumped, and it was all over.
At least it was fast. God be with you.
他本来就想把他弄死，笑死。哇，这个任务也是比想象中的还要绕。猎场管理员， 渔夫，哦，那个。看起来是没有快速行动。可以先到那边去。
Go!
这条路也太小了。
Go! Quick! Hmm? What are you staring at? You're a dead man! Useless!
哇，怎么这么猛
？I'll sort you out nicely! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Enough! Leave me be! I surrender, you hear me?
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right, easy now. Just let me go, and I'll give you everything. That's all I have. Now let me go. Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed!
我要等他走，不然他这样可能也算抢劫目击证人。法批怎么满？布拉格马鞍，那是一样的。 好像不能拿那么多马肉哎。OK。
Quick! Quick! Quick!
嗯，他负重过重吗？不然他怎么跑不起来？就刚刚好吗？他这样也跑不动。真的是哎。
God! God! God!
Whoa! Whoa!
A bit over here. Yeah.
What happened? You look worried.
My husband Vostatek left to go hunting and hasn't come back. I'm worried that something happened to him. He's von Burgo's lead huntsman, and the forest is full of poachers these days.
Maybe he just got caught up somewhere.
Not a chance. We're invited to young Lord Semin's wedding. He wouldn't dare miss that by wandering around the woods for so long. What would Lord Semin think if we didn't show up? It would be a disgrace. He sometimes loses track of time out in the woods, but I've got a really bad feeling about it this time. One time, Vostatek didn't come home for 4 days after his horse broke its leg in the woods. I had a feeling right away that something bad had happened. And I have that same feeling now. Do you reckon you could help me?
Does that happen often? That he gets lost in the woods?
He disappears for a while from time to time when he gets orders from Lord von Burgo. And besides that, well...
What is it? You can tell me.
He drinks a bit sometimes. Then everything takes him longer. His job isn't easy, so I understand when he does, and I don't get upset with him.
So you're saying he got boozed up, and I'm supposed to go looking for him God knows where?
No, I really think something's happened to him.
Do you know where he might be? Where's his hunting ground?
In all the forests here around Vidlak Pond. He didn't tell me exactly where he was going, but maybe Vitek knows.
Vitek?
Our son.
So your husband got lost when he was out hunting, and you want me to go and find him?
I'd go myself, but Vostatek doesn't want me going to the woods on my own. He says it's dangerous. But you look like a fearless lad, and I'll be sure to reward you for your efforts.
Why did Vostatek forbid you from going to the forest? Is it really that dangerous?
There are wolves, boars, and worse out there.
What could you meet in the forest that's worse than an angry boar?
Well, people, of course. All sorts of cutthroats and thieves hide out in those woods. So watch your back.
Yeah, you're right. The woods always did make me anxious. You never know what might jump out at you from behind a tree.
Exactly. Roaming the woods isn't as straightforward as it sounds. Even an experienced huntsman like Vostata can get himself into trouble there.
All right. I'll bring Vostatek back to you.
Thank you. I wouldn't send you if I didn't think it was necessary, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Before you leave, please make sure to talk to Vitek. Maybe he'd know where his father was headed.
Why doesn't Vitek go looking for Vostatek then?
I told him, but the lad is young and stubborn. He just doesn't listen to me. And besides, him and Vostatek don't get along very well.
All right. I'll let you know as soon as I find something.
Be careful out there.
Take care now.
哇，真是一环套一环，一有什么线索，然后就人就不见了。儿子在哪？哦，在这儿。
Hail. What will it be?
Show me your wares.
哦，他这边是弓箭，合理吧，猎人。
Oh, well, what can you do?
I'm looking for your father. Did he mention where he was headed?
Ma talked you into it, didn't she? I'd be willing to bet he just got wasted as usual. He's nothing but a drunkard. It's no secret.
What kind of a Christian are you? Sinner or saint, it's your duty to honor your father as the good book decrees. Come on. I just need a few words out of you, then I'll find him myself.
All right, all right. No need to get preachy. I'll help you. But don't expect any gratitude from him.
Where did he go? Tell me.
The last thing he said was he found a dead deer near the pond, and he wanted to go and see if there were any wolves about. So I'd go down below the cottage, walk along the shore, and then turn north into the old forest. If you didn't get boozed up and forget, that is. Wouldn't be the first time.
Shouldn't you be looking for your father? You can come with me.
Ha! Forget about it. I'm sure it'll end with you dragging his drunken arse home anyway, and I'd rather avoid that.
What's your problem with him? He's your pa. You shouldn't talk about him like that.
All he does is drink and doesn't care about anyone else. Why would I talk about him in any other way? He's like a big, drooling infant. Ma and me are always at his beck and call. So I say we should let him deal with it himself.
Be that as it may, I'm going out to look for him.
No need to rush. At least it would give him time to sleep it off and come home on his own.
哦，让他找回酒鬼父亲，哪怕他并不想见到他。渔夫打听，地图上没有显示出来。但他没有把地址显示出来。
What would you like?
A shooting range in the middle of nowhere. Does anyone even come here?
People don't really come to watch, but there's usually plenty of archers. I reckon it's because nobody's ogling them here. What's more, shooting advice from Master Hunter's nothing to be sneezed at, but not everyone comes here to shoot. I've had to kick out a few people. They spent entire days here, getting drunk with Pa. Drives Ma up the wall, so I'll give you one piece of advice for free. Don't come near my Pa with booze.
该死，他说像沿着小屋向哪里走，然后再往北走。我靠！算了，先去找渔夫吧。
Whoa, whoa.
A blessed evening to you.
Since you're always walking around the ponds here, did you notice a stray dog wandering about?
What? A dog? Do you think he came here to poach fish? Now, sheep? Well, that would be another story.
And why did you specifically mention sheep?
A while back, I heard Siegfried the shepherd complaining about them. Or about the gamekeeper. Or both. Why didn't you go and ask him yourself?
I've already spoken with him. Is there anyone else around?
Look, I'm interested in things that swim in the water. Go and ask the gamekeeper about things that run around in the forest. He lives here, on the other side of the pond, but be careful. He drinks like a fish.
Thanks. I'll try and ask him. Otherwise, you haven't heard any talk of stray dogs around here, have you?
No, if it doesn't have fins and scales, I'm not interested in it. Though one night I was way down on the southern end of Rock Tower Pond, the big one, I've a spot there where I catch catfish. Well, I'm fishing, and all of a sudden I hear howling. Not just any old howling, mind you. There must have been at least 50 of them howling in the woods. That noise like an avalanche. I ran straight home and haven't been back there since.
Such a large pack.
Farewell, my friend.
标在哪里吗？哎，录多久了？哦，他妈也录这么久了。我们往北一下，因为我真的不知道他儿子讲的到底是哪里。然后他这个日志呢，他这个日志又没有给的很清楚。 他并没有把我跟他儿子问完的资讯放在这里面。刚那个日志跟班是哪一个？哦，在这。哦，在那边。OK， 好。他竟然又，我就不太懂他这个逻辑。他竟然又把它切成另外一个任务。
Quick! Quick! Why did I do that?
没有声音。
Oh.
There's someone up in that tree there. If I don't help him, those wolves will eat him alive.
Chase those beasts away!
It's all right now. You can come down.
Thank God! I was starting to think I'd turn into a branch! Mary Joseph! And an arse! My foot! Ah!
You all right?
I fucked up my bloody ankle, damn it! Thank God you were passing by. Otherwise they'd have eaten me for sure! I'm forced to check. Huntsman!
Your wife sent me.
My dear Zlata. Thank God for her! What's your name?
Henry.
And thanks to you as well, Henry. You've got to... that hurts. You've got to carry me. Christ in heaven. Of course this happens to me.
Is it bad? How do you feel?
How the hell do you think? Like old Black's prick.
What?
I can't get up either. Oh! Ow! Kurva! Ow!
Jesus Christ. I'll help you then.
Thank you. You can carry me to my camp. That's where... Excuse me. That's where Pepik is.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you on the way. Let's have a quick drink first, eh? Want some? I still have a swig of schnapps left.
I'd rather not. I might end up dropping you along the way.
You're bloody right. At least there'll be more for me.
真是他妈的酒鬼啊！现在不能奔跑，要把狼肉给扔了，把狗肉给丢了。
Let's go that way.
Which way?
That way.
For Christ's sake, I can't see where you're pointing.
Turn away from the pond. Go around the bushes and keep going till you reach an old fallen tree. Yeah! The tree trunk's covered in moss. You can't miss it. It's north from here.
哦，在北边呢。
Oh, damn it. Man, I told you to be careful. You're carrying me like a corpse.
You're as heavy as a wild boar, so stop moving so much. And that includes your mouth.
No need to get as prickly as a hedgehog. You might poke my eye out.
Oh, Christ almighty.
I know. Keep going in the same direction until you come across an anthill. Then I'll tell you what to do.
丘旁他妈蚁丘在哪里？这任务好多台前，我他妈今天找得到狗吗？看今天能解决这个任务就不错了，狗要留到下一集。
Do you feel sick? You want me to put you down?
No. Anything but that. Nearly there.
哇，蚁丘看到，铁定不是他营地耶，还好一段。
What?
I said fuck it. Let's go for a drink. Yeah. Take me to tacos. They've got the best deal.
Are you mad? I'm not going to carry you to the tavern. We're going to your hideout.
All right. You're right. We have to find. I nearly forgot about the poor guy. Take me to the north, along the stream. There's a birch there, splitting tree, a real peculiar tree. You'll know it when you see it.
Fine. As long as it's not too far.
桦树是不是前面这一棵？老溪啊，那个池塘已经变成 西了吗？像是。
A marker?
A cross carved into the tree and a pile of stones next to it. The folks that work in the woods here mark all sorts of interesting places like that. Come on, let's move!
靠，这到底在哪里啊？
What does he look like?
有做记号的树没有看到啊。哦，是不是走歪？我看在地图好像走歪了。哦，这边。 北边不远处，哇靠！
Peppy. Shit. Let's see if I can stand up. Henry!
What now?
Oof. I need a drink. And to catch my breath, here, take my water skin. Fill it up in that barrel over there. I'll just lie down here in the meantime.
Water. Here you go.
Thanks, mate. This will clear my head. I know you've done a lot for me already, but there's something else I need. You've got to find Peppy. Whether he ran off or someone stole him, he's in trouble.
So, who is this Peppy, anyway?
He's one of Lord Vonbergo's subjects. He's very kind, but can't be on his own. Especially not in the woods.
Let me guess. Peppy is a horse?
What the hell did you think he was? My personal servant? Of course he's a horse! And not just any horse. Like I said, he's from Lord Vonbergo himself.
What does Peppy look like?
He's very dark, nearly black. He may not be as muscular as a regular worker, but he's quick.
Who could have taken him? We're in the middle of the woods. There's nobody around.
You're wrong. There's been a band of poachers wreaking havoc around these parts for a while now. I haven't managed to find their camp yet. But it can't be far. I'm sure they're the ones behind it.
What are we gonna do about it?
You'll have to track them down, because I'm useless in this state.
Well, what if you borrowed my horse? He can take you home just as well.
And leave mine here? Never!
好吧，我们帮他把马找回来吧。
You're right. It wouldn't be right to leave Pepik here. Where should I start?
I tied him up by that sickly tree over there. All that's left is the cut rope. I'd start over there. There must be some tracks. Once you track him down, hop on him and ride over. He's very nice. I'm sure he'll let you. Just watch out for those thieves. If you were to take care of them as well, I surely wouldn't mind.
I'm more interested in those thieves. Who are they? And where did they come from?
In wartime, fellas like that pop up like mushrooms after the rain. And all they want to do is prey on others. Don't overthink it too much. They're a bunch of fuckers, and nobody will miss them.
Do you have any idea how many there are?
Definitely not many. Judging by the tracks, maybe 4?
That's all I need to know. I'm on it. Rest up in the meantime.
Thanks, friend. And another thing. I had a hunting crossbow on the saddle. If you find that as well, keep it, for your trouble.
好，那我们这一集就到这边吧。好，出乎我意料哈，这个任务还挺曲折的，但是我相信，按照他们的这个设计呢，狗一定就是还在原本的附近，就是为了一个线索，然后到处去问，然后就一环套一环这样子，其实蛮常见的一个手法，可以把它变成是一个原本很简单的主线，可以把它复杂化，延长你的这个游玩时间。但是我不排斥啦，就前提是它这个安排就是够有戏剧性。对，像现在这样这个猎人呢，其实就蛮有戏剧性的。如果我们刚刚只是找到他，把他醉的弄回他家里，铁定就没有那么戏剧性了。反正他从树上下来的时候就摔断脚环，然后又搬到这边，然后还有盗猎者要对付，这个就挺有，蛮像是一个很经典的一个戏剧的发展，所以这还不错啦，我个人是蛮喜欢，没有什么特别的，但是就是会有点小惊喜。哎呀，怎么还有这么多狗屁事情？好了，那我们就顺便完成啊，还可以的。我蛮喜欢想这种过程的，当然前提是我要打得赢这些盗匪。他刚刚讲说有4位，其实按照现在被围殴的情况下，就算你穿最高级的甲，你只要被打到没体力了，还是会受伤哦，然后就很容易陷入被动，所以被围殴其实是蛮危险。这方面它这样的设计是还算真实啊。本来就是不管你穿再厚，对不对？一被围殴，被打到后来也会懵嘛，对，穿那个板甲也没用，所以这部分还是蛮拟真的，大概就这样吧。好了，那我们今天也把这个铁匠的这个道具寻回来了，只是没想到他最后缺一个上好的这个锻铁，我们最后搞不好是要去向别人索取，甚至是偷哈，对，这个是有点出乎我意料的。不晓得模仿组这边的线，他是用什么方式去能够参加婚礼的？我也是蛮好奇的。然后其实看下来，这个地图没有想象中的大，因为我一路从我看一路从这边他家，然后一路到过来，然后这边一路上来，其实没有真的隔很远，其实还好，我觉得这距离还好。所以看起来是这边是一张地图，然后下一张地图应该就是库滕伯格那边的 Gutenberg 那边的。2张地图加起来，可能真的就跟1代地图差不多2倍大而已。我记得他那个时候 IGN 他在那边放的影片，他是有讲到这一块。好了，那因为今天这集实在是拖太久了，本来应该在半小时前就该结束的，是没想到这个任务是又臭又长，这么大一段，对，把一些赶路的过程剪掉，应该是可以再缩短个10几分钟吧，我觉得大概就这样吧。可能下一集才有办法看到笨笨了，大概就这样。我们再跑去瑟米涅看一下能不能看到那两个坚守之道的有没有下场。这边看起来又有任务，然后再去模仿组这边。我在想要是直接去模仿组那边开2个主线，还是说想办法把那个铁匠的主线把它整个完成，再去解模仿组。下一集再说吧。好吧，就先这样吧。那以上就是我们今天这个《天国降临：救赎2》的这个游玩内容了。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。